Hi, my name is Matt Boisvert. I was involved with St. Albert Children's Theatre between 1993 and 2000. I did some videography work for the 25th anniversary, and then I was involved again as an adult from 2017 to 2019. I think it works out to about 28 shows. These days I'm doing mostly music and art. I also have a 20-year career of working with children in various capacities. I started working with the Boys and Girls Club in Winnipeg, and I taught some preschool with the City of Edmonton. But mostly I ended up working with my family in St. Albert at Gramagooch Daycare until they sold it and retired this year, so RIP Gramagooch. My journey since high school and when I ended SACT the first time, I did a lot. I did a cross-Canada Fringe tour when I was 18. I was very lucky to do that. Lots of dinner theater. Then I started to get into music, live shows, and recording. I did one album with a band and 2 albums with my solo project. I worked in videography, animation. I went to art school, and that's where I specialized in wax and called encaustic paintings. Reiki, sound healing. I lecture on meditation at teachers' conferences all over Alberta. So art. I art, many art, all the art, all the time. My time with St. Albert Children's Theatre helped me in my professional life in a lot of ways. I think the biggest way is it helped me develop a very crisp and a very sort of clearly defined work ethic, especially when it came to working on anything artistic, music and theater in particular. I have ways that I really want to do things, and I'm very rigid about those, and those ways all come back to how we did things in children's theater. Also, it is kind of related to my 20-year career of working with children. The roots definitely were there from being a young kid and looking up to the older children who were leaders, and then, subsequently being one of the older kids who was a role model for the younger children. I do still have a few St. Albert Children's Theatre connections, mostly through social network. I used to see Jenny, Todd, now Drake, almost daily because she was also a preschool teacher in St. Albert. And I try and work with Michelle Sabrin any chance I get. She's been on 2 of my 4 albums now. So. Art has so many ways that it brings value to life. Many people have said in different words that art imitates life and vice versa, and I find that to be very true. But I think more importantly, what art does is it provides a healthy outlet for difficult to process emotions, events, or just, things going on in heads. I know that many children, myself included, were going in a different direction and in kind of more of a dark place when we discovered St. Albert Children's Theatre, and it just provided a healthy outlet to process a lot of these emotions and things that we were dealing with. And I kind of wish more kids these days would just sing a song and do a dance or paint a crazy painting instead of sitting on their phone all the time. I know for me, it completely changed the trajectory of my life when I joined St. Albert Children's Theatre. I am still involved in the arts. It is actually a really big year for me. I have a couple of projects that have all come to a head at the same time due to circumstances. One, I have an album that is coming out in the end of August, or it just came out, depending on when this video airs. It is the 3rd from my solo project, Collective Unconscious, and it carries on the thematic journey of the first 2 albums through the elements, which were water and earth, and now this 3rd one is air. And it very much changes the lyrics and also the types of music, and even the genre of the style of music that I write. And it's been a long journey. I also do comics regularly, mostly printed in astrology magazines, but I'm starting to get into other places as well. And depending on how long the print time is, I should be putting out my first children's book sometime this fall. I have so many fond and funny memories of Children's Theatre. It's really hard to collapse down on one. Dan Abrahamson falling through the set as they're giving the safety speech about the set. It's probably one of my favorites. Thank you, Dan. The crazy vocal effects that we put on The Wizard and The Wizard of Oz that I got to play with. Being a grown adult trying to learn how to use Heelys in front of a large group of children. Maybe more relatively when we did Elf, in the scenes where we were supposed to be coming up with ideas for different children's books. I killed time during the long tech rehearsals by making covers for fake children's books that we were doing. And I think that sparked something in me because I've never stopped thinking about it since then. And I'm going to publish Who Ate Daddy's Chips, and I'm definitely going to be dedicating that to the Elf boys. If I could describe St. Albert Children's Theatre in one word, it would probably be life-altering.